Hi, now we are going to discuss how to develop the Java project through the Eclipse. Part 2. In the previous one, that is in the part 1, we have discussed how to develop a simple Java project through the Eclipse IDE. Now we are going to discuss somewhat a bigger project when compared to previous one. So how to develop those project using the same Eclipse IDE. So let us get into the project scenario. So here the data has been given. So the problem description says that we have to create the various packages. One is entity and another one is count and third one is service and the fourth one is KSR. Under the KSR the package is main, that is sub package. So the purpose of entity package is given here. This package will contain a class named as first in order to define the required variables, and we have to define the getter and setter methods. And this package contain another user defined exception class called as invalid input exception. And the second package is count. The description of the package is given here as this package contains a class count which is used to find the number of digits and number of characters in the given input. And the third package is service. This package contains a class validate in order to check, that is in order to perform the validation on the data. If the particular validation fails, we have to throw the exception, otherwise we will proceed further. So it will invoke the respective count class method in order to count the digits and characters. And finally, the main package, which is resided under the KSR package, that is the KSR colon main, which means that under the KSR there is a sub package main. This package will contain the main class that is used to test the application. So package entity, the package entity contains the class name first. Yes, the class name should be first, and it should contain the variables int d and string s, which is of private. And in order to get the input and in order to return the value, we are in need of getter and setter method for the variable d and s. So the getter is used to get the input and setter is used to return the value. Even though it is a private, then it is possible to return the value with the help of setter. We have to note it here. Even though the particular member is private, we can return the value through the setter. And then in the same package entity, we have to create one more class, that is invalid input exception class. So in that it should be an exception class, so that we have to extend to the main exception class. We have to create the user defined exception here, and with the help of toString of method we can return the message as invalid number. And then in the package count, we have to create the class named as count. So it should contain the method public string count value of first d. The first is the class name and d is the object. This method will receive the object first, which contains number and string. Here we have to find the number of digits present in the number and the number of characters present in the string. So it has to return the result in the format number count colon the digits and the name count colon the number of characters in the name. And in the service package, we have to create the class validate. Here we have to perform the validation on the input. So if the number is negative, then we have to throw the exception invalid input exception, and we have to store the result as invalid number. Otherwise we have to call the method count value of, and we have to store the return value in the result, and finally we have to return the string result. And in the KSR main, that is the KSR is the main package, and main is the sub package. In the KSR main, EB main is the class name which contains the main method. Here we have to get the positive number and get the string. If you get the negative number, it has to throw the exception, otherwise we have to perform the operation and we have to find out the result. So for example, if you give the input like this, 45 Priya, here the number of digits is 2, so the 2 will be number count, and the name count, it contains 5 characters, so 5 will be the output. If you give some negative number, we have to, it is necessary to throw the exception as invalid number. So this is what the scenario we are going to perform the count operation. So for that we will get into the Eclipse project. So with the help of Eclipse IDE, we are going to develop the develop this Java project. So let us now open the Eclipse IDE. Let us get into file, new Java project. Let us name it as my count, and then we will give the set of all next. There is no need to create this info.java file. Let us give finish. Now the my count is created. So the first and foremost thing is we have to create the entity package. Okay, let us create the entity package by right click the my count. This is our project name, and we have to get into new. In this we have to create the package. That package name should be entity. Okay, finish. Here the package is created, and the next one is count. So again we will do the same process, right click new and then Java package, and we will give the name and give finish. And in the third package, which is service, okay, let us right click a new and package, let us give the name as service and finish. And KSR, under KSR there should be a main package, so that let us give right click new package, let us give the name as KSR. Yes, this package is created now. And now we have to create the main. Yes, new package. The main package should come under the KSR, so that the source folder we have to rename it as KSR. The KSR is the main package. Under that KSR, the main is the sub package. So main. Now KSR.main, as given in our project description, the sub package is created successfully. Now let us, under the entity package, we have to create the class first. Entity package, let us right click it and new, let us get into class. The class name should be first, and then click finish. Now the first.java is created successfully. Under that we have to create private int id and private string s, followed by we have to create the getter and setter methods. So let us create the getter method. The getter method in the sense public void, followed by we have to give the keyword get, and then for which variable we are going to get the input. For the variable d we are going to get the input, so we have to give it in caps, get d of. This is called as getter for the variable d. Inside that we have to give the data type int, and followed by the same name can be given, that's not a problem, d. Now open brace, close brace. Within the open brace we have to give, in order to differentiate this d from this d, that is the local scope d and the private, the member, the class member d, we have to give this dot d, which means that the current objects d, which is the member of the class first, Now this dot d defines the private int d, which is the member of the class first, equal to, now we have to give the d, which is the parameter which is passed in getter. Now we have to give the semicolon. This is what getter method for the variable d. Similarly, we have to give the setter method. The purpose of setter method is used to return the result. So we have to give again public, and now we have to give the return type as integer. Here we are going to return the value. So the return type is integer because the d's return type is int here. Now again set, and then we have to give capital D because the variable name is small d. We have to give the capital D. This is what the naming convention given for setter. So set d of, again open brace and close brace, within this we have to return d. So now this is what setter for the variable d. Similarly, we have to create the getter and setter for the variable s. So let us create the getter and setter for the variable s, that is get s of, the s is in caps, and string s, this dot s equal to s. Here this dot s defines the member of the first class, and after that equal to this s defines the local variable, that is which is given passed as an argument. So this is what the procedure given here. So we have to create the two variables. Yes, we have created the two variables of private scope, and then we have to create the getter and setter method. Yes, we have created the getter and setter methods. Now for the same package entity, we have to create the class named as invalid input exception. So let us do this. Again we have to right click it, new and class. Now we have to give the class name as invalid input exception. Let us give finish. Now the invalid input exception class is created. As this is the user defined class of exception, we have to extend this class with the super class. This is exception class, and followed by public. We have to give the constructor for this class, invalid input exception of, followed by we have to pass the comment to the original exception, that is the parent exception class. So that in order to call the constructor, parent class constructor, we have to use the keyword super. The message we have to pass here is invalid number. So let us pass this message, invalid number. Now the second thing we have to do here is we have to call upon the public string to string of. So let us do it. So public string to string of return, we have to return the message as invalid number. So the to string of the method is used to return the message in the form of string, so that the particular value will be returned in the form of string. So after that we have to create the package count. We have already created. Under the package count we have to create the class named as count class. So right click it and get into new Java class, give the name as count and click finish. Now the count class is created successfully. So we have to have the method public string count value of, let us have this method public string count value of the argument which is received here is first D. So for the first dot Java, we have to create the object. That object has to be passed here. Here the thing given here is this method receive an object D, that is object of first, and followed by find the number of digits present in the number and number of characters in the string, and we have to return the result. So let us call D dot. Now we have to do the two process. One is to get the number of digits in the given number, so that we have to get the input through the method setDof. This is the setter method. The setter method we have already discussed. The purpose of setter method is used to return the value from the first.java. From the first.java we have to return the value, so that we have to receive the value. The value which is given as input will be stored in the getter method through getter method, and with the help of setter method we have to get the input, that is we have to return the particular value to our count.java. So this is what integer. So we have to find out the length, that is we have to find out the count. So we have to find out the count. So that let us store this in the form of a string, because for the string it is easier to find out the length with the help of length of method. Let us give string x equal to, we have to convert the integer into string with the help of integer dot to string of method. To string of D dot set D of, and then string y is equal to, let us get the string. So for that we have to use the setter for string. So the suggestions are given here. When you press control space, it will control space or control enter, it will bring the method. There is no need to type it. So this is what the easierness, the easy thing supported by the IDEs. If it is a standard one, we have to type it, but when we are using IDEs, the suggestions are given here. By choosing the particular suggestion, we can import it. There is no need to type all the coding, so it will be less time consuming. So if there is any white space in the string given, let us remove that white space using the method trim_off. Yes, this method is suggested here, and followed by the suggestion given here is we have to return the result in the following format. Let us copy that format. We have to return it. So return, we have to return the string, so that return string, this is what the thing we have to return, the number count followed by the number of digits in a number. So now the number of digits has to be given here. So let us do the concatenation operation. The number of digits can be returned by calling the length method. Dot length of, again the suggestion is given here, followed by again we have to concatenate number count followed by the number of characters in the particular name has to be written. So here the number of characters, that is the string is written here. The set of will return the string, so that the string is written here. So let us give again concatenation operator. When you call again the length of method, it will return the length. So now the counts process is over. So now in that service package we have to create the class named as validate. Let us right click the service and we have to get into new again class. The class name is validate. Now validate.java is opened, and here public string validate input is the method. Yes, let us give the method. Here the process we have to do is create a string variable result. Okay, let us create the string variable result. String result. Everything is clearly given here. If the given number is negative, then throw the invalid input exception. Okay, so let us get into the try block. So in the try block we have to check if d dot the number is negative. That is the set. Let us call the setter method of the variable d. Control enter. The suggestion set d of is automatically filled here, is less than 0. Then we have to throw the exception. What is the exception? We have to throw the exception mu invalid input exception. This is what the exception. Let us copy it and let us paste here. Otherwise, if it is not less than 0, then we can store it. That is, we can store it here. If the number is less than 0, we have to give invalid number. Otherwise, we call the method count value of with the first class object d and store the return value. Okay. So or else we have to see, that is the count value of has to be called. The count value of is the method available in the class count, so that we have to create the object for the class count C equal to new count of. It shows the error because the count class is not imported here, so the suggestion is also given here. Let us import count. The count is imported successfully automatically. Let us count. Now the count value of method is resided. We have already given the method. The method is called and the result will be shown. Or else now we have to give the catch block. Catch of the exception is invalid input exception E. Now we have to open. So now we have to store it E. If you store it like this, it will throw the error because the result is of type string and E is of type invalid exception. So only we have defined the method toStringOf. So now we have to call E dot toStringOf. Again the suggestion is given here. Now after try block and after catch block, inside the method we have to return the result. Let us now let us maximize it somewhat, and then the thing we have to do is this is what the thing we have to do, that is the final thing. Now we have to create the class EB main under the ksr.main. So let us create it. So ksr.main, right click it, get into new class. Inside that give the name as EB main. This will be the main class, so that include this public static void main of. Now it is main included. So in that we have to create the object for the first class, and we have to get the number and we have to get the string. These are all the things we have to do. So let us create the object for the first class. First let us give the object name as D, and then new. First off, again it shows the error. Yes, there is no first class available. We have to import the package. So the suggestion is given here. You have to make a single click on this bulb, and then we have to import it. Yes, the package is imported successfully. And now we have to get the number, int number. So let us get the input. So we can use the scanner class, new scanner of system.in, and then int number equal to, let us get the input, sc dot next int of, and then we have to get the string. So let us get a string. Let us give some s equal to sc dot next line of. Okay, now we have to call the getter method on the object in order to pass the values. Let us call get D of. Here the suggestion is given, that is number. Number is given as input. Yes. Again D dot. Now we have to get S. The object, string object is yes. It is also given here, no problem. Okay. So after that we have to call the validate. This process we have to do. That is validate process we have to do. For that we have to create the object for validate class. Let us create the object for validate class also. Validate v is equal to new validate of. Again it gives error. Okay, let us import it. Okay, it's also imported successfully. Let us end with the semicolon. Now we have to call v dot validate input of the object has to be passed is D. That's all about the process. So here I think there is some error, syntax error. What is that error? Yes, throw new invalidate exception on. This is what we have to give. And finally, let us save by clicking save all, and let us execute a run. So let us execute it, run. So when you press run, the run window will not be shown here. So if any of the window is not available, then you can give show view a particular window console, that is we can restore it, and followed by input. Run. If the window is not available, then we can get the window from window and show view the console window. So the console window is given here. Let us give the input 123 and we will give the string as a ROM, but the output is not shown because we missed and we forgot to print the output. So let us do system dot out dot print ln of v dot validate input of. Let us close this. Now let us do the save all and let us execute it. Now again we will give the input 123 and the ROM is the number count is 3 and name count is also 3. The output is executed successfully. If you give some negative number, let us give some negative number as -153 and let us give some name as XXX. The exception is thrown successfully, invalid number. So this is what the way to develop a somewhat bigger project, that is including creating packages and importing the user defined packages in our own project, and we can develop our own user defined project in a easier way through the IDE Eclipse. So I hope it will be useful for you. Thank you.